Motorsport TV Live, brought to you by Motorsport Tickets, the dedicated motorsport experiences provider.
Hello and welcome to Motorsport TV Live with me, Bryn Lucas, bringing you all the latest stories from around the world of motorsport. The results are in from Saudi Arabia FP1 as Lewis Hamilton edges out title rival Max Verstappen. Red Bull and Ferrari look set to continue in DTM for 2022, and Hyundai's 2022 WRC preparations are hit by bad weather. All those stories and more coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Lewis Hamilton has edged out title rival Max Verstappen to lead opening practice in Saudi Arabia as Formula One got its first taste of the new Jeddah track. Championship leader Verstappen managed to set the early pace in the session for Red Bull, completing his initial runs on the hard compound tyre. His title rival Hamilton was not as swift to get up to speed despite running on softs, but as the track continued to evolve and the entire field switched to softs for the second half of the session, lap times continued to get quicker, with Hamilton and Bottas leapfrogging Verstappen on the timesheets. Bottas ended the session third for Mercedes and enjoyed his first running at the Jeddah circuit, telling his engineer midway through the session, "This track is cool." He actually said another word before that, but that's not for broadcast. Elsewhere, Pierre Gasly ended the session fourth fastest for AlphaTauri, finishing within half a second of Hamilton, while Antonio Giovinazzi was a surprise fifth for Alfa Romeo after a late improvement on soft tyres. The two Ferraris were 6th and 7th, whilst Daniel Ricciardo took 8th thanks to a couple of improvements through his second run on the softs. Autosport's F1 reporter Luke Smith is out in Jeddah for us, and he's been giving us his first impressions after taking a trip around the track.
Well, I think the new track is just going to be a real unknown for everybody. It's really fast. There's so many blind corners. We took a track tour yesterday on a minibus and got driven around it, and just the speeds they're going to be doing are absolutely crazy. The drivers have said that it feels like a good sort of like 1/3 of the lap is using DRS. I think that close to 3/4 of the lap there at full throttle, and there's only really sort of 2 or 3 proper braking points. Otherwise, they're going to be maybe lifting off a couple of downshifts, but nothing with like a real major stopping point. So I think it's going to take a lot of commitment. I think from all of the drivers, I think it's going to be definitely whoever is willing to risk the most that can hopefully get the biggest rewards. But if they push that little bit too far, it's going to be very, very costly. I don't think we're going to see any small accidents this weekend. So it may be a bit like a Baku, the race we've seen in the past with lots of red flags and safety cars and things like that. Or it could be totally the opposite, that every driver thinks, well, I want to play it safe and be quite careful, and we end up with quite a tame race. But I think with the championship set as it is, I doubt that's going to happen. I think it's going to be probably a really crucial weekend for the championship running.
Thanks to Luke Smith there. And FP2 starts at 5 p.m. GMT with updates throughout the session over on motorsport.com. Nikita Mazepin says his father's offer to Haas to set up an initiative scheme for Haas staff has been prompted by genuine concerns about the pressures Formula One personnel face. He praised his father Dimitri's track record of giving his employees what they need in his other ventures and feels confident the right solutions can be found to keep what Nikita calls good people from leaving. A gruelling travel schedule with a 23-race calendar for next year has prompted a growing number of F1 regulars to look for jobs elsewhere. With the American-owned squad needing as many good people on its books as possible as it bids to move off the bottom of the rankings next year, Mazepin wants to set up some kind of bonus scheme for those that commit to stay, but this idea will not just be to throw money at people. While any ramping up of staff income would have to be included in the F1's budget cap regulations, Mazepin said Haas was so below the current limit that it would not cause an issue on that front. Hyundai has elected to curtail the first test of its all-new 2022 World Rally Championship Challenger due to extreme weather conditions. The Korean marque's heavily modified final iteration of its i20 Rally 1 hybrid broke cover earlier this week as the team embarked on a 6-day testing programme. But just 2 days of running, the test has had to be reshuffled after heavy snow hit the region. Running had been conducted in snow and icy conditions, with 2019 world champion Elliott back behind the wheel of a rally car after the Estonian missed last month's WRC season finale in Monza due to a family matter. Tänak shared the mileage with teammate Oliver Solberg, who will be behind the wheel of Hyundai's third entry next season as part of a split programme with the experienced Danny Sordo. Thierry Neuville was also present at the test, but will now have to wait for his first taste of the new look i20. Well, don't go anywhere. We've lots more from the world of motorsport, where Chase Elliott has kept hold of a prestigious NASCAR award. That's coming up here on Motorsport TV Live. Lots to look forward there from the hugely exciting Super Enduro World Championship. And as luck would have it, you can catch the opening round of this season live on Motorsport TV. It all takes place in Poland tomorrow, with the action beginning at 5 p.m. GMT. Do not miss it. This weekend you can also see round 9 of the Porsche Cup Brazil. Qualifying from Interlagos is live later on today from 6 p.m. GMT, with a full race to follow on Saturday lunchtime. DTM news now, and Red Bull appears to set to continue in the series for a second season and will partner again with the Ferrari-supported AF Corse team. Doubts had emerged over Red Bull's continued participation in the DTM after its driver Liam Lawson was denied this year's title in controversial circumstances at the Norris Ring in October, when his Ferrari 488 GT3 was severely damaged by Audi's Kelvin van der Linde in an opening lap collision between the championship contenders. However, according to motorsport.com's sister site, motorsporttotal.com, DTM bosses, including Gerhard Berger, have recently held discussions about featuring for another year, with one Red Bull source saying the decision has been made. It remains unclear who will drive Red Bull's two factory-supported Ferraris, though, with Lawson choosing to exclusively focus on Formula 2 and Alex Albon, who drove the AlphaTauri livery car this year, securing an F1 return with Williams. FIA presidential candidate Mohammed Ben Sulayem has received a boost to his hopes of winning this month's election after earning the backing of influential British organisations Motorsport UK and the WRC. Sulayem is going up against Graham Stoker in the battle to become the successor to outgoing FIA President Jean Todt, with the vote taking place on December the 17th. Neither candidate has emerged as a clear frontrunner so far, as both camps bid to secure the votes of the national motorsport and motoring clubs that will decide the outcome. However, Sulayem's campaign has now been officially endorsed by Motorsport UK, the governing body of British motorsport, and the MSA, which was the founding member of the FIA. While presidential rival Stoker has not won the support of Motorsport UK and the WRC, his campaign has been backed by a number of other well-known figures, such as Alan Gow, the CEO of the British Touring Car Championship. Chase Elliott may have failed to retain his NASCAR Cup Series championship title, but he has been announced once again as the series' most popular driver. For the fourth consecutive season, Elliott was named the winner of the National Motorsports Press Association's Most Popular Driver Award. Perhaps more impressively, this is the 31st consecutive year a member of the Earnhardt or Elliott family has won the award. Elliott captured his first Cup Series title in 2020 and advanced to the Championship 4 again this season, but eventually lost out to Carl Larson. In the other NASCAR categories, Hailie Deegan won the vote for most popular driver in the Truck Series, while Justin Allgaier won the title for the Xfinity Series for a third consecutive season. There you go. I need to put my teeth in and learn how to read names, don't I? That's all for me. I'm Bryn Lucas. Join us again here on Motorsport TV Live for all the latest news from the world of motorsport and some odd words too. Bye. See you next time.